for everybody that really, I think, I just want to get a better understanding of the pilot program or the tax thing here. I also want to just thank you. I think that the presentation you made at the last meeting was very helpful. It was very clear. I've been absorbing everything that was said, but it also left me with quite a few questions. So I guess my first question is, can somebody explain where the money from the pilot goes within the town for the properties that are currently under pilot?
I'm gonna have our counsel explain it to you far better than I can, but I will tell you, you know the initials stand for payment in lieu of
Yes,
taxes.
I do. I totally get that. So that's why I just want to understand.
There's a sum of money paid in which the township then controls the distribution. So
Right.
I know, Fred, if you want to explain the pilot.
Yeah, I think you asked, your question was for where does the money go?
Yeah, what do you guys do with the money? You have, I think there's 3 properties currently that are under pilot in town?
There's one.
One, okay, one.
And
So
that
where does that
development-
money go within the town?
Well, it goes with the rest of the town's tax revenue that it collects. But that particular property is all affordable units.
Okay,
So, and that's the only pilot that we have on record. There's not 3. So-
okay.
But that's where it goes.
So does any of that get transferred to the school property, the taxes that we pay for the schools?
Well, I don't know when you mean transferred, like
Well,
there's an
I mean, like,
agreement?
where does, if they pay you
No,
$10,000,
probably doesn't.
do you
It's
use
much
that
like-
for?
It's much like this evening, there's a tax appeal that the township is addressing.
Okay.
And it may result in a refund of taxes of about $400,000. And out of that refund, the town doesn't go back and say to the school, 40% of that was paid to you. There's certain things that just don't go back to the school and certain things that don't go back from the town. So in that pilot program, no, I think there's a small percentage that goes to the county. I think it's 5%. But the remaining portion goes to the town, just like when you have commercial development, even though it may not generate anything for the schools, about 40% of those taxes do go to the schools. About, what's paid to the towns. But so it's just the way the law works. There's been legislation to try to change that so that, all the things I just told you, like for example, tax refunds. There's been legislation to say tax refunds should be charged back to the county and the school, or pilots should go to the school. But right now, the way the law is, that's the way it works.
So what services do we provide, I guess, that development, that has a pilot in lieu of taxes? Like, do we do all their streets and all their sanitation just like the rest of the town? Or because it's a condo complex, are they responsible for their own, like, are all those streets privatized and they do like dumpster garbage, or?
You're just speaking about the
The one- you said we have
affordable
one-
housing development.
Yeah, Willow?
I think they're treated like every other development, Joe, unless I.
That's correct.
Right, they're treated like any other, development.
Okay.
We would have to. We
Okay.
can't treat them any differently.
Okay, so when River Park is approved, can you clarify if that entire unit is gonna be on pilot, or if it's just the affordable part of that? Because the settlement, the way I read it and understood it, is that all 950 plus units of River Edge, or whatever it's called, will be under pilot.
At this point, there's no pilot agreement in place. But
Okay.
it's anticipated that that very well may happen. And when that happens, the governing body can make a decision, if it so chooses, to work an ordinance or an arrangement with an allocation to the schools. And towns have done that, and that's an option. And as far as services go, with respect to that development, and mind you, I think 93% of the units in that development are 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom units. And with respect to that development, there will be no, the municipal services you just asked about, the like sanitation pickup and snow removal and reimbursement for that, none of that will be paid by the township.
Okay,
Or provided. And the commercial portion of River Park and the development, that will be paid to the taxes that are generated there. That goes back to what I call more conventional, and 40% of the taxes from the commercial aspect of River Park, because I think about 40% of the tax bill goes.
55.
How much?
55.
Oh, 55 will go to the schools.
Okay. And did you guys do any reports of how many kids you estimate to be in that complex once it's complete? Out of 950 plus units? Like, has there been any type of study done, or have we?
I think that'll come forward when there's a site plan application. They'll have to generate reports as far as traffic and, you know, what type of generation it would be for, like I said, majority of it is 1 and 2 bedrooms.
Well, two
But
bedrooms
nonetheless,
can still
those-
have 3 kids in them, or 2 kids in them. You can have 2 kids in sharing a bedroom, so I mean.
Well, you can't make zoning decisions based on, you can't, you know, have
I
an
was just
applicant.
curious if you
Yeah.
had any idea of how many children it was gonna bring into the fold, because I would think you'd wanna know that.
The only thing that I,
While you're agreeing
the only
on
thing that I could
settlements.
say to that is that we have taken past experience.
We have counted school kids that come out of multifamily today,
Mhm.
and excluding the senior ones, which obviously don't have school kids. We've found that what comes today overall for the town, it varies depending upon the number of bedrooms, it varies depending upon whether it's affordable housing or not affordable housing. But overall for the township, excluding the senior apartments, multifamily generates 0.13 school children for every unit. So what that comes out to is slightly fewer, that you need slightly more than 7 units to get 1 school children. So if you had 70
But
units,
for affordable units, right?
affordable generates more.
It generates more because you have to have a
But
certain
that
amount of
includes the
people to fill
affordable,
the
that's
bedrooms.
overall.
It's an average.
That includes the affordable and the market.
Okay.
So if you were to look at affordables, it would be somewhat higher than 0.14. If you look at the market rate, it would be lower.